I've been stockpiling some video. And I figured this was as good a time as any to release the footage. We had a lot of great suggestions as to who the hell I am. And we're going to try and put all those together and read them out in case, you know, you're not keeping up with comments. Because why would you do that? Anyway, enjoy the show. So which street did you do?
There's a loop to the left of the clubhouse. On the clubhouse side it says no soliciting. There's a big loop in there. But I couldn't do that. So,
oh, the whole loop says no soliciting?
Yeah. Like
really?
Yeah. I know, right? Why don't we put some...
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know that they did that, but...
This looks like a B movie.
Their names
doesn't even have any stars.
Who's your favorite actor?
I don't know.
Who are in your top 5?
I would say Tom Hanks. Robert Redford.
Holy shit. They can't be real.
Denzel Washington.
It's a bullet.
So, Sean Connery.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of them. I mean, they're kind of right in there, too.
Mm-hmm. How about actresses?
Meg Ryan.
That was priceless.
Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Mm-hmm. I would think with as much as you're infatuated with her, you'd remember her name by now.
Yeah. I don't know, I'd have to think more.
I like Drew Barrymore.
You know, yeah, you know, I like Adam Sandler too. But, you know, it depends what kind of movie you like.
I like the two of them together.
Yeah.
So the boys had turned their home into their own private clubhouse.
Like you secretly wish that they would just get married in real life.
Just give us a second, Kyle. Wait, what are you doing?
I'd have to think. There's some that I think of, but I don't know their names. You know?
But it tends to be the pretty ones.
Yeah, I think there's a certain personality and look that I like.
I like Sandra Bullock.
I like Sandra Bullock. I like in some things, but then in other things, not really so much. You know what I mean?
I like her in funny things.
See, I don't find her as funny as other people in funny things, but where she's kind of like in Blindside, you know, the one with the football player. Mm-hmm. See, that role for her, I think she's dynamite.
So you like dramatic roles for her, not comedic?
The comedic roles, I just don't. I think.
See, I liked.
I think she's trying to.
Miss Congeniality, I thought was good.
I think that's a good movie, but I think she tries to be funny in that. You know, she's just not a naturally funny person. Where I think, like in Blindside, her role in that, I mean, you could see that's probably just kind of how she could be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's, I imagine, how she probably is in real life.
Right.
Right. So.
I don't see her in real life being so forceful, though. I think she's probably a little more subdued. And then for comedy, Melissa McCarthy.
Who's that?
The heavyset one from Identity Thief.
From where?
Identity Thief.
Oh, yeah, she's
Well, not when she was in Tammy, but the rest of them I think are good.
Gentlemen, you're the young Turks of LA. Heirs to empires, sons of
I'm just saying, I like Tom Cruise movies too. I think he's a good actor.
I don't like him ever since the weirdness started.
Yeah, and that may be, but I mean, I still think he's a good actor. You know, he seems to have pretty good roles.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree with the Denzel Washington. I also like
What about
Will Smith.
Will Smith? Yeah, he has some good things. I like Jamie Lee Fox too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's been in some good, and he can play a good role. Like when he played Ray, I think he did awesome in that. You know, I see him in a couple others.
Okay, so are we just going to talk about black actors? Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. I don't think he carries like a lead role like these other guys.
Does a great villain though.
Yeah, as a second character, but I don't think as a lead role
Right.
he's as strong as some of the
No,
others.
no, I
What
agree.
about Robert Redford?
We all stand on the verge of wildly profitable venture.
Yeah, I think now he's just getting way too up there. Because now whenever I see him in anything, all I do is look at how old he is.
And sold it right
You know,
for twice what you
but he's a great actor.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at like their,
How many times?
you know, the women I look at their looks and stuff, but the guys I think about how strong of a lead actor they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
like, who was I going to say?
Yes, you did.
That reminds me.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. I like her in some stuff.
With $5,000? Is this what's left?
And,
That's perfect. Instead of admitting you lost $5,000, the rest is to nickel. Joe told me we made $5,000.
I think Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty good too.
Who?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, he's got some good things. I don't know if I like him as much as some of these other ones.
No, and I think he lost his good looks when he grew up.
I know you like Johnny Depp too.
Yeah, I do. Yes, very much so. I can't think of anything I've seen him in that I didn't like.
So guys, this cash machine right here is my new
It
best
doesn't bring
friend.
it up.
What are you looking for?
The Castle.
Who was the other one that I like? I can't think of him. Yeah, I think my favorite too, as long as we're sticking with black actors, Denzel Washington and Will Smith. So what's the casting?
It's a Robert Redford movie, but it's a very good movie. You'd like it. It's a prison movie.
Then I've seen it already.
Is it where he's military prison?
I don't remember, but it's something about prison with Robert Redford, and then there was a bathroom scene and something or other, and I don't know.
A bathroom scene?
Yeah, prison bathroom scene. Well, doesn't every prison movie have a bathroom scene?
I wonder if you can search by actors.
Yes, you can.
How do you do that?
Go back to search and type in Robert Redford or just Redford. That's another one I like. Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he's good.
And the guy, what's his name? From Couples Retreat.
Robbert, right?
No, 1B.
Quiz Show, that's a good movie. I didn't know that has Robert Redford in it. These don't all have Robert Redford in it.
Right.
That's why it says results for Robert Redford and more fan favorites. So, there's like one. Just the first one.
Right. So I wonder, that's too bad. I wonder if,
Do Robert Downey Jr., what has he got out?
that's too bad. I'd like to watch The Castle, but obviously we can't. Unless,
Go to Amazon Prime.
where's that?
Go back to search.
Here? Do I go on the TV?
No, I think you gotta use the one for the TV to hit the home button. You gotta use the other remote.
Yeah, the TV one, right?
Mhm.
You sure you want the wild dogs puppy before it passes swamp?
One of these days we're gonna understand our TV.
And go to,
Prime Video. It's right next to Netflix. Two to the right from where you're at. Right there.
So the BBC has.
so if I did Robert Redford there, I should bring it up.
Mhm.
If they have it. Should I just do The Castle or?
I would do Redford because you said there was a different one of his you'd like too, right?
Right. Well, yeah.
Or you put in Robert and then you get all those other people, whatever you want. They should have came with a keyboard for the TV. Wonder if you could use a wireless keyboard for it, if there's a USB port in it. Because this sucks using a remote.
Well, it's alright.
It'd be easier if you had a keyboard. I think there's probably an app on the phone where you can turn your phone into a keyboard and text it in instead of doing that.
The Last Castle.
You just passed it.
Yeah. So does that look familiar?
Yeah, I've seen it with you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so that's not a good one to watch. I guess.
Well, I'm not going to be watching TV with you anyway.
What's this one?
Mr. What? Now that sounds like my kind of movie.
Man who has spent 22 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. Upon apprehension of the real criminal, is released only to face the stigma of jail time and the re-enter society. He seeks redemption through his ailing father. Boy, there's Miracle 17. That's really old. Look how young he is in that. Christian pioneers push their hand cart across the...
Look at Barefoot Park.
And in 1850 and are sustained by many miracles. Barefoot Park?
Look at his face in Barefoot Park.
Man, huh?
Right?
Yeah, look at him in 17 Miracles. He really looks...
Well, I didn't think he looks that young in that one. I mean, the other one, he looks like he could be like 20 years old.
Oh, Netflix, Amazon Prime has like everything.
Well, they have 132 Robert Redford movies.
That's awesome.
So, are you understanding more of what I was saying about...
Would you stop making everything a fucking lesson? Seriously, okay? You know, seriously. You go for every opportunity.
There's the sting, honey. You love the sting.
I do love the Sting. That is such a good movie.
Now, are all these free?
Yeah. I think so. Moby Dick. He's in Moby Dick.
I don't know. I'm confused because some of them it shows him on the cover and some they don't.
Butch Cassidy of Sundance Kid, that's a good one. Natural.
I remember my parents renting Brubaker when I was a little kid.
Yeah, what was Brubaker again? Cinema great Robert Russell stars in a patent drama based on the real life story of Tom Morton, a prison superintendent who exposes abuse and murder in Arkansas State Prison. I remember that was such a long time ago.
Yeah, 1980. I would have been 9 years old. I remember them renting that because there was this video store in town that VHS and Beta, and then he would have the backroom videos, which were like filmed in a movie theater and put onto VHS tapes, and I believe that was one of the ones they rented from his private stash.
Right. See, a lot of these are just.
Well, you've gone all the way around the horn and back because you're back at the last castle again. I'm guessing.
I think they're Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh yeah, maybe. Well, it did definitely repeat that one though.
Robert Redford plays an idealistic attorney running for office in the campaign here.
This has just opened up a whole new world for us here.
Yeah. Spy games, but there's new stuff we haven't seen. Legend of Bagger Vance, I love that one.
Mm-hmm. He's not in that though, is he?
No.
So why is it in the Robert Redford?
Oh,
maybe it was directed by him.
Oh yeah, see?
See, that's probably why we got all these.
Yeah, Robert Redford, I really like Robert Redford. I think he's kind of classy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Captain America. What's Jeremiah?
That's the one that we saw where he's. Oh no, it's not. I was thinking the county of whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and we'll watch Brubaker, see if it is something that's good.
It had 5 stars. You know how I go by ratings and all that.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. I know you don't. You go by.
Yeah, you're also the one that does a life lesson on everything that you find to your liking and.
Who's doing what right this second?
I'm not.
I didn't used to be one of these there's a moral to the story kind of people. You taught me that.
Oh, bullshit. You were always like that.
What's that?
Honey,
No.
Just admit it.
No.
Watch with Stars.
Start your 7-day free trial. Buy movie, rent movie. Oh, so you're gonna rent it.
I'm not gonna rent Brubaker.
Go to more purchase options.
I don't want to purchase it though.
Watch with stars. So don't we already have stars? I'm pretty sure we do because you said something about that's on. I don't want to watch that. That's on stars.
No, because we don't have that.
Oh, I thought we do have stars. We don't.
No.
I thought we had like all of them.
No.
Stars and Bravo.
No,
and
we don't
Encore.
have a Supreme package.
I know. I thought we had those cheap ones though. Encore and Stars. Those are like the Walmart of premium channels.
We don't even get the Walmart because my wife got on me.
What is this? The trailer?
Yeah.
Oh look, he's in it too.
I'm the new order here. My name's Henry Brubaker.
I figured most of you guys belong here. Basically, you don't
What do you think about it, Ward?
I'm trying to get a fix on what his first order of business here is going to be.
Blow the place up. It's dangerous.
What the hell's the matter with you?
You mean to tell me you're charging for medical attention?
Get your hands off me!
Start wars and you let other people fight them.
Do not come marching in here from wherever the hell she found you and presume to lecture us about how to treat our fellow man.
Must be over 200 a month, then. Abraham, are you talking about the bodies that are supposed to be buried here?
Somebody needs to stop them people.
How many men are buried out there? You wouldn't even know, would you? It's crazy. They're digging up bodies. That's murder they're talking about in there. And if they condone it, how are you going to turn around and tell these guys why they're locked up?
Yeah, I remember watching this. I seen it. But it's a good movie.
Well, it looks good. I'd watch it.
Okay, should we rent it then? Or watch it for free on the free trial? I think you have to start your 7-day free trial.
Well, no, you have to put in a credit card, and then they'll automatically start billing you $8.99 a month unless you cancel.
Let's see if I have to put in a credit card.
They'll put it on your bill. Okay, by starting your free trial, you acknowledge that you have read and agreed to Amazon Prime terms at Amazon.com, blah, 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 blah. You authorize us to charge your designated card or another card on file $8.99 a month for Stars plus any taxes after the end of your free trial. Your Stars subscription continues until canceled. Stars and other monthly subscriptions can be canceled at any time by visiting your subscription.
No, we're not doing that.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know how to back out of it.
The back button.
There's not a back button.
The way things are going, you're not going to have to worry about anything ever again.
Okay, I'll find something. You're putting too much pressure on me to find something. You're not watching it right now anyway. So.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't trying to pressure you, honey. I'm sorry. I really wasn't.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of pressure on me.
Okay, I'm going to play this video back to you and watch how I was not pressuring you. Because I was recording that.
You were recording that?
I was recording that.
Oh, honey.
Because whenever it doesn't mean I'm going to use it, but every time I'm not recording, you say the most hysterical things and then I miss it. So I just recorded us for like the last 15 minutes, hoping to catch something good.
There wasn't anything good.
There wasn't anything good.
Oh.
Except for the fact that you blame me for something, and now I can show you I was not pressuring you. Figured I'd give you a different vantage point this time. You gotta be sick of looking at the same thing all the time, right? Now you can stare at the flotation devices. Yesterday was my dad's birthday. That was awkward. Normally, my dad's not a real talkative person. He's not, he's not one to call you, check on you. Like, I think maybe the 15 years that I lived in Wisconsin, I'm guessing he probably called me just to say hi. Maybe he had to have at least done it once, maybe a couple times. And I might not be giving him enough credit, but usually there's always a purpose to the call. Either he's having, a Memorial Day cookout or something and inviting me or whatever. But not just to call and chat and see how you're doing. And I'm the same way. Kind of with anybody. So, I need to learn how to be a better friend because I am just not second nature to me. My husband, it is, absolutely. He's always reminding me, call your dad, call and say hi. I'm like, this is not normal for me. I am antisocial. But, anyway, yesterday was my dad's birthday, and, you know, I'll do the birthday phone call. But it was kind of awkward, and I was really kind of dreading it because of the fact that we had gone to him asking for help, and I've gone to him asking for help over my entire life. Dad's always been there to help me out, you know, whether it was, you know, buying my first house and he'd co-sign for me so that I could get the loan, you know, and I was really proud of myself when I finally was able to make enough money that I could take him off as a co-signer and just own it on my own. Oh my God, I was finally a grown-up. Granted, I was in my late 30s, so it took me quite a while to get to that point where I was like, you know, able to support myself in the eyes of a financial institution. We're still working on the mental institution, given the clearance on that one, but anyway. So yeah, I had asked him for help over the years, and, you know, once we got to the point where Brian and I were together, and then needing help, it was really hard to ask. It was kind of humiliating. But he did help. And then we did ask him again. And the first time in my life he ever said no. And that was probably within a week of us doing the campaign, because we had tried everything we could, and my dad was the last resort, and then as the very last of all resorts was to ask my husband's parents, and they also weren't able to help us. So anyway, knowing that he had said no, and then doing the campaign, and I caught a lot of shit from my brother over it. His opinion didn't really bother me because, I mean, he's just an asshole, and I've been aware of that for some time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my brother, but my brother's an asshole. So I really didn't hold his opinion in, you know, in a high enough regard that it would bother me. But I know that my brother forms his opinions based on how we were raised, and I know my dad would have shared his opinion, or probably does, I should say, as to me doing this. It's embarrassing to him. I know when I was in Wisconsin, and I was a single mom with the twins, and I was really having a rough time back then. You know, their dad and I had split up, and well, let me tell you a story. Okay, so when the twins' dad and I were together, when I met him, he was unemployed, and I had my own painting business. I was a painting contractor, and I did okay. I owned my own house, and it was a decent house, and I don't remember if my dad co-signed on that one. Probably not. Probably not. But I had my own place, and I met him online, and he didn't have a job, and anyway, I don't want to give all the gory details, because that is not completely in my past yet. My kids aren't 18 yet, so I don't want to open any worm cans on that one. But once I got pregnant and I was put on bed rest, he needed to work. He just had to. There was no two ways about it. We needed money. And he ended up getting a job in Wisconsin. That's why we moved there. They were already born when he got the job. I was faced with this dilemma of either being a single parent of twins, plus I had my other son too. He was 9, so I had him too. And he's leaving to go to Wisconsin for a job, and my choice is stay behind and figure shit out. How the hell do you make money to pay the mortgage when your daycare costs more than I could make? Or go. Yeah. So fast forward a ways, we go to Wisconsin, and I was home with the kids for a while, and then he told me that I needed to get a job. Okay, so I applied at several places, and I ended up getting a job, you know, not really applying my education or anything. I was able to find a job working at Target, manning the dressing rooms and shoe department. Yeah. Well, my hourly wage was, you know, not great. And I had to put the kids in daycare while I was at work. And the daycare cost, like, I think it was like 40 cents more per hour than what I was making at my job. Now, I took the job thinking that he would pay for half of daycare and I'd pay for half of daycare, because he's at his job and I'm at my job, and we would split the daycare. We weren't really a couple as far as emotionally bonded. We were bound through the fact that we had these kids together, and we were kind of stuck. Well, it turned out that he didn't see it that way. He didn't think that he should have less money in his bank account because I'm now working. So, yeah, I didn't keep that job long because it didn't make sense for it to cost me money to have a job. So eventually we split up, and I ended up getting a house, really inexpensive housing in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I gotta tell you, a house costs about what a car does. Okay, so I bought a 2-family house, rented out the upstairs, that paid the mortgage. And I was going somewhere with this. I don't remember where it was. But, yeah, so I fixed up that house, rented out the upstairs until the kids were in 1st grade. I was working only part-time, you know, while they were half-day kindergarten or whatever. Once they worked. Once they went to school all day, then that's when I went to full-time, and started making more, obviously, and then I was able to afford my mortgage on my own without having to rent out the upstairs. So I converted my house back into a single family, and around that time is when I convinced my mom that it would be awesome to live together. How great would that be? Yeah, well, she ended up selling her home in Illinois, and she and I bought a house together in Wisconsin, and I sold my little rehab house that I did. Sold it I think 2 years after I bought it for twice what I paid for. Now, of course, that sounds really big, but we're talking something that costs the same as a car. So it wasn't that great of a deal, but I did make money. And then, you know, Mom and I had an arrangement where I was basically the man of the house and she was the woman. She did all of the cooking and the laundry, and I did all the heavy lifting. And that worked out great for a long time. But, you know, I guess you forget as an adult the issues you had when you used to live with your parents. So it wasn't all unicorns and rainbows like we were expecting. There was problems, but yeah. Anyway. So for those of you who are new and haven't heard a lot of the stick with me's where I might have answered questions like this, I figured I'd give you a little background. So it was awkward calling my dad yesterday to wish him a happy birthday because I didn't know if he was going to be upset.
Right.
Yeah, so now that I was supposed to interrupt us. Let's see, where was I at?
Yeah, well, you know, because you're just disappearing every night.
Not every night.
Well, you know, not every day.
Well, but I also thought that we were doing our own thing for the evening, so. I said, can I go home and veg out? And you're like, yeah.
Veg out doesn't mean like alone and you're
Oh,
isolated.
okay,
you know?
I'm sorry. I wasn't isolated, I was sitting out here.
Well, no, you weren't like, you know, like where I was.
Okay. Are you going to finish clipping her tonight?
No, I'm sore from walking. I walked a lot. I walked 2 big loops.
Which section did you do this time?
I did the 2 up from the one I did. So there was 2 more on this side that I did those loops.
So you've done from us down like 3? And then what about the other side? You haven't done
Just
that
that one on the other side. Just that one that we did.
Right, okay. So, but the one with the big expensive homes you haven't done.
No, so maybe I'll go and do those next.
Well, but you didn't want the 2-story houses so much right now, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, get a ladder up on the 2nd floor is going to require help. Most likely.
I thought you could do all this shit from the ground.
Yeah, I can't see the roofs from the ground.
So what was all this stuff about I can do it from the ground?
Well, I can shoot that high, but I needed, you know, like a real steep pitch I can.
Oh.
But I can't if I can't see the roof. Like their roof I could do from the ground except for that 2nd top part because you can't see it, you know. I could spray to the top of our roof, I could see it, but I can't see what I'm doing.
Mm. Gotcha.
So, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, can I finish my story?
What's your story?
Well, I was telling a story. So anyway, I called him yesterday. It was really awkward, and it was a brief conversation, but he didn't seem to bring anything up, and he ended the phone conversation with, I love you. So I guess everything's cool. The end. Yeah, the minute I hit stop, all of a sudden he's freaking Chuckles the Clown. I'm just going to record you all the time now. Why should I be the only one to enjoy this?
Who are you talking to?
You. And my friends.
Yeah. Oh, that's the problem.
They're not invisible. It's just like they think that you don't exist. They do exist too. Or is this entire thing all my imagination?
Did you tell them about your split personalities?
No, they can see them every time they watch Snapchat. You can take a look at how good you did with Jasmine, though. I think, you know, people are interested to see how good you did.
I did good. Right?
That looks about like it did the first time I did her. Yeah. It takes a lot of practice to get her even.
Well, I can't get her even because somebody hacked her up.
No, you can, no, that's not true. her hair was at least an inch long in the shortest spot, and my clippers go way less than an inch. You could get her even.
See all those little divots in her fur? Those are all from what you did.
Again, I have clippers all the way down to a quarter of an inch.
But I wasn't going to cut her that short.
Well, whatever.
You know, I worked with like a reasonable length on her, and then I could only get it so
Still,
even.
I'm just saying, that's a good job for a first attempt. See how I'm putting a positive spin on that?
Yeah.
That looks about like it did the first time I did it. It takes a lot of practice.
I'm just saying I could have done a better job. Right, Jasmine? You're looking to me for help.
So you're not going to finish her tonight? You want me to do it?
No.
We'll just let it go?
Well, she's like pretty close. I just, you know, like the fine edges.
Did you do her belly at all?
I ran it over, but I didn't want to get it so short.
Oh, see, I always do the belly really short because that's where she gets these little tiny mats that pull in her armpits and tear when she's walking. So
just I was gonna clean up,
okay,
you know, the edges, but the overall length is about what I can do with it.
Okay.
After somebody, you know.
Stop it. I'm the butcher. I'm the butcher, okay? Just call me the butcher.
Somebody turned her into
Her face looks cute, though. I did a good job on her face.
The sad look.
I think it looks kind of cute. But yeah, she looks so much more obese when her hair is short.
I know. She's looking at me to save her.
Well, she's supposed to be 11 pounds.
Are you just doing this for conversation? Is that
Yeah. I need content. I don't really have much to talk about these days.
But I feel like I'm talking to a camera when I'm talking to you all the time. And that's
No,
not funny.
no, because it's pointed at the dog. So we're just talking.
I know. I don't want to be on tape the whole time.
Okay, so you want me to stop? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to be able to talk to you without a recording.
Then stop being funny when I'm not recording. I got friend mail. I believe this came yesterday. And because I am one-handed right now, I did slit it open. Vicki. I don't know what that is. I can't read that. What does that say? 8-pack of clear. What is this? Where are these? Hi, Wendy. Thought you could use these. Saw them on Daniel's Amazon page and thought of you. Take care, Vicki. Vicki? Oh, Vicki, thank you. Okay, I'm guessing. What does this say this is? Fixate gel pad. Wash with warm water to clean lint. Oh, I bet these are like the those dashboard things, but clear. Okay, we gotta open one. Hold on. Scissors. Thank you, Vicki. I can't wait to see what this is and all the ideas I'm sure that I'll come up with. Okay, here we go. I'm not nearly as good at this one-handed stuff. Did I ever tell you that I did not apply for America's Got Talent? Yep, that's exactly what it is. Oh, very cool. Oh, I got some ideas for this stuff. Awesome. Thank you so much, Vicki. I really appreciate it. I cannot wait to start playing with this. And now, of course, I'm going to have to go watch Danielle's. I'm guessing, does she have a video about it? Where do I find out more? Tell me, Vicki. Where do I find out more about this? I've never heard of it. There's my fingerprint. Y'all can use it on a scanner. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. You know me. My mind's already turning. What can I use this for? All right. I need to know more, though, Vicki. Give me the down low. What is this all about? What does this say? Universal non-slip mats. Anti-slip gel pads. Stick to anywhere, holds anything. Okay, here's the scan code if you guys, I don't know if that works. Scan it. Or there's the address. Very cool. Hey, and you ordered it on November 4th. I got it on the 5th. One day. Holy shit. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm heading downstairs now to work on Alice. It's still the same day as I showed you, so I'm going to try and get it done tonight. Okay, talk to y'all soon.
Okay, everybody. Time to see what you think my name is, what the backstory is. We're going to read what comments we have. Jerry, Miss Crochet and Coffee thinks my name's Jerry. Let's see. Karen Gordley says, I'm dubious, Deb. All right. All right. Shanda Seeley, she says, Paranoid Patty. And apparently I escaped from a local mental hospital and I'm living with my brother, unnamed relative. For those of you who don't know, unnamed relative lives under the stairs here at Wendy's house. Yeah. Let's see who else we got here. Oh, Deb Plows. Yeah, she knows me. Emma Peabody is my name. Apparently, Deb feels the need to warn everybody to keep an eye on me because of the fact that I am strange and she knows me. Anyway, all right, Roxanne. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. There's ZDEB. I'm gonna screw that up. I know I will, but I'll screw it up anyway. Zeb. I'm gonna say the D is silent. All right, I'm just gonna read this verbatim. Okay. Her name is Rachel. She lives in Arizona and she works for the Department of Motor Vehicles. She's very blonde, never knows the answers to any questions she's asked. She doesn't know her ass from a hole in the ground. We think she's sleeping with the boss. All right, and let's see, what else is going on? How did she know? How did she know? All right, here's another one. All right, you ready for this? Deb Garner says, I believe that I used to live next door to this lady. She answered to the name Mavis. She was a mob wife with deep, dark secrets that she would share when she was a little tipsy. Now she's on the run from the cops and the mob. Be very careful while she whispers to the voices in her head, because sometimes she really wants to scream at them, but she's afraid they will hear. Shh. Oh shit, here they come. Run, Mavis, run. Whew, that was close. Only a little girl on a Shetland pony. Isn't this fun? Right. Next is Bexley Creations. She seems like a Cheryl to me. No nonsense. Tired of the world. Yeah. All right. And then next is Kisses and Pugs. Brace yourselves. All right. I would call her Birdie. As for her backstory, she's from Upper New York State. Her parents had money, but she left home when she was still in her teens to pursue acting. She made it as far as Kansas City, Missouri, where she has been the big star in a long-running production of A Streetcar Named Desire. She's in Florida right now because she discovered a long-lost twin sister, and they've planned a trip to Disney World together. Deanne Collette. I think she looks like a Jeanette. Her accent sounds like she's from Minnesota or Wisconsin, or possibly northern Michigan. I believe I did a Google search on her a while ago and found out that she's a narcissist, kleptomaniac, who's been diagnosed as a pathological liar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I found out about her. Now that I think about it, I'm not 100% positive. Maybe it was Annette that I Googled. Or was it Babette? Well, just keep an eye on her just in case. According to Allison Rosen, her name is Harriet. She lives in central South Dakota, right near a bottling factory. She likes the smell of Diet Pepsi in the evening. She once won an apple pie eating contest. She likes pina coladas and ladyfingers. But none of this is true because she's in the witness protection program. I really shouldn't be sitting in here with the lights on and the windows open. I mean, that's just trouble back there. All I gotta say, that's creepy how close you guys came. I mean, it's a combination for sure, but keep them coming. Wendy's husband thinks I'm some sort of prepper survivalist, doomsdayer. I got some hidden bunker underground. Well, it couldn't be in Florida because it's a swamp.